governor and his team insisted that earthquake reports and have not cited copies gave indications that there was a need to relocate and have a new head office building, which we disagreed with. But what became scandalous was to discover that the governor and the central bank management had written to a procurement commission, and they wanted to construct the head office at that time at a price of, I think, about $89 million. That, in fact, it was, I think, $110 million. And then the procurement authority downsized the figure and came to about $89 million. They went back, and subsequently we saw that the same contract was awarded at over $120 million. First, we disagreed with that. What has become even worrying is the fact that subsequently this same contract, the price was reviewed upwards. And as we speak today, we are reliably informed that this head office building is being constructed at a price of about $250 million. The last time we cited procurement documents, the price had moved to about $222 million. And so I wrote to the central bank governor asking me to update us on the current cost of the head office building, and he has been very reluctant to provide the information that we have requested. In addition, we hear that a piece of land that used to host a clinic of the bank has been reassigned for the construction of the residence of the governor. And we asked him for the price of the duty post of the governor, and he just refused to provide the cost and referred us to go to Public Procurement Authority. If you recall, during those discussions, we said that he had bankrupted the bank and that the bank needed to be recapitalized, and either government has to find a facility somewhere to recapitalize the bank, or government might have to pass a new tax to be able to recapitalize the bank. A couple of weeks ago, our predictions were borne out because there were media reports by some of you that the central bank has gone into some understanding with the government to recapitalize the bank. But the crux of the matter is that given how they have run down the central bank, given how they have failed in terms of monetary policy, given how they have failed in terms of holding inflation, given how they have failed in terms of holding prices, given how their failure in monetary policy, which has led to high interest rates, making it impossible for businesses to borrow and making it impossible for businesses to expand, generally making it impossible to do good business in Ghana, which has led many businesses to fold up and then move to other countries, and how all that has generated unemployment, we have taken a stand that the central bank management must be held accountable. They can't mess up the economy the way that they have and just be allowed to keep staying there and not be held accountable in any way, quite apart from the issues of what we believe to be corruption in the procurement of the head office building. And what we refuse to see, what we see as a refusal of the central bank governor to account. And if you recall, when we demonstrated to the office, that's the head office building, and we demanded that he received a petition from us as a minority, he refused to be available to receive the petition, and actually publicly, described us as hooligans. And at that demonstration, if you recall, we said that we're going, but that we will come back. It is time to go back. And we are marching back to the central bank to demand the resignation of the governor and his deputies and the board of the bank. And we have written to the regional police commander. We have indicated the route we want to use and the date we have given him, which is 30th of this month. And I have received an invitation from the regional police command for a meeting at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And that is why I have invited you to brief you, to let you know that these are the ongoing processes to get us back to the streets to protest against the central bank government, and then to demand the removal of the governor and his deputies and the board, and to have a change in the leadership of the central bank so that we can have a change in the direction of the management of the finances of this country.